Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Artie, and in this video, we go over the top news articles written in the last 24 hours so that you guys can stay up to date and informed on everything going on cryptocurrency. We saw anywhere from 4 to 12% movement in the upwards direction in the cryptocurrency space. Let's get into these articles and find out why. Our first article is titled Bitcoin Approaches 7,000 as the US passes a new $480 billion stimulus package. Bitcoin is rising so far on Wednesday as stock markets cheer the US Senate's decision to approve $484 billion in new coronavirus relief. The top cryptocurrency by market value is changing hands at nearly 6,970 at press time, representing a 1.6% gain on the day. Prices look to have steadied at about the $7,000 range over the last hour or so. These positive moves come after the U.S. Senate passed a new stimulus bill on Tuesday to bolster aid for small businesses, fund more coronavirus testing, and provide support to hospitals facing a deluge of sick patients. The new package comes nearly 4 weeks after the U.S. lawmakers approved the unprecedented $2 trillion federal stimulus package. This new bill now moves to the House of Representatives for approval before it can be signed by President Donald Trump. While the cryptocurrency has recovered over 80% from the March low of $3,867, the price rally has coincided with the notable recovery in the S&P 500. That said, signs of Bitcoin decoupling from traditional markets have emerged this week. For instance, the West Texas Intermediate crude, the main oil benchmark for North America, fell to $37 below zero on Monday, sending shockwaves across the global financial markets. Bitcoin, however, wobbled slightly following the oil price slide and registered a 4% drop on Monday, but the decline was moderate considering the scope of the oil losses and the stressed state of the global economy the event reflected. This article goes into predicting where Bitcoin's going to end up in the next few weeks, and they said if it hits over 7,300 in the next day or two, then we should see a nice solid swing up to 8,000. I'm curious to see if Bitcoin stays in tandem with the other global markets like the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. And this article stating that Bitcoin is actually going to decouple from the S&P 500 market and actually go on its own trajectory in the upwards direction is very good news, and hopefully we'll see a nice run up coming into the May halving that is coming up next month. This next article is titled Miners Trick Stablecoin Protocol Pegnet turning $11 into almost $7 million. Rogue miners submitted a phony price data that tricked decentralized stablecoin network Pegnet into turning a small wallet balance into $6.7 million. At approximately 5 o'clock Tuesday morning, 4 mining entities, which together comprised as much as 70% of the Pegnet hash rate, submitted data that artificially inflated the price of PJPY, a stablecoin pegged to the price of the Japanese yen. Beginning initially with a wallet balance of $11, the group pushed the price of PJPY up to 6.7 million and then transferred it into PUSD, Pegnet's USD-linked stablecoin. They then tried unsuccessfully to liquidate as much as possible on spot exchanges and distribute the remainder in hundreds of different wallet addresses. Pegnet is a decentralized network built on top of the Factom protocol, where users can trade stablecoins pegged to 42 assets. Besides fiat currencies, there are also digital assets pegged to commodities such as gold and other cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Ether. This network relies on miners to submit price data collected from a series of oracles and APIs to keep stablecoin prices pegged to their fiat equivalents. Each block requires up to 50 data points, and the protocol discards the 25 submissions furthest away from the total average. With the fake exchange rate, the miners converted and inflated the PJPY into PUSD, so the overall wallet balance rose from $11 to $6.7 million. They said the attacker had not been able to transfer much as the protocol software doesn't allow quick conversions. This person was able to generate a bunch of P assets, but not able to convert them into PEG and dump them on the market. The attacker since reached out to Pegnet and claimed they were only trying to pen test the network and code logic to identify potential vulnerabilities and notify core developers. Pegnet have also destroyed all stablecoins in question, sending them all to the Pegnet burn addresses at roughly 2 o'clock. It seems like everybody's trying to get their piece of the pie in the hacker industry and trying to steal a lot of money, steal cryptocurrencies, scam people, and these are common occurrences. But the more secure and more safe that these network protocols are, the less chance we are vulnerable to these hacking attacks. And the last article of the day, titled Openfinance Warns It Will Delist All Security Tokens Without New Funds. The security token trading platform Openfinance is threatening to delist all tokens and suspend trading next month unless issuers cough up more funds to cover its costs. The company has not seen transaction activity on its platform grow quickly enough to cover operating costs, according to an email sent to the Alternative Trading Systems ATS users. The email asking issues with token listings on the site to cover these costs with new contracts. If it doesn't receive new fees, it will delist all existing tokens on May 21st and suspend trading. The non-tokenized securities will continue trading, the email said, although it's not clear how many traditional instruments Openfinance actually lists. And they quote, "We have asked the issuers currently listed on the platform to renew their listing agreements and cover a portion of our costs, including through annual listing fees, as are common in large public markets where issuers pay exchanges for listing services." It's worth noting, however, that these security tokens can simply be self-custodied and taken back and eventually moved to another platform, which is a testament to the functionality and efficiency of security token technology. Now, I don't see why costs would be so high to actually list a digital asset on an internet-based protocol. But if Openfinance wants to raise up these fees, all of these companies that have developed these tokens can simply take all of it back, put it on a different platform, and not have to pay these extra fees. So I think this is a really bad move by Openfinance, but it also shows the flexibility of tokens and stablecoins and other cryptocurrencies. They're not locked down to one simple thing. And that's it for the news, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got some value out of it. I hope you feel educated and up to date on all cryptocurrency news. Please don't forget to like the Facebook page, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Join us again tomorrow when we go over the top cryptocurrency prices, as well as the news articles written in the last 24 hours. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.